So to get started on this romper, we're going to grab our category 4 yarn, make a slip knot, grab our 5mm hook, and we're going to make a chain that fits across the top of our chest, and my chain is going to be 7 inches. Once we have our chain, we're going to block off that last chain that we did, chain up 3, this counts as a double crochet, prepare for a double crochet, and go ahead and double crochet once into that loop that we blocked off, or the 4th loop from the hook, and then we're going to double crochet once into every loop that we have, going back down our chain. Once we have our first row of double crochet, we're going to start expanding because this is the top of the halter, and we're working towards our waist. So we're going to chain up 3, this counts as a double crochet, flip our work, prepare for a double crochet once into that same loop that we're in, so this counts as not a decrease, this counts as an increase. And then we're going to double crochet once into every loop that we have, and then we're going to do another increase on the end. So we've made it all the way down to the other end with our second row of double crochet, and we left 1 loop left. Like I said, we're going to leave it for an increase. So we're just going to be putting, if it lets me, 2 double crochet into that last loop. And then from here, you're going to start to see it expand a little bit. And then we're going to keep doing increases like this on each end until we get to our waist. And just as a refresher, I'm going to do this one more time. So let's chain up 3. This counts as a double crochet. Prepare for a double crochet once into the same loop that we're in. Double crochet once into every loop that we have. And then once when we get down here, we're going to do another increase, which is 2 double crochet into the same loop. And we're going to do this until we get to our waist, like I said. And we're going to do this until we have 8.5 inches in length. So this is our 8.5 romper top. As you can see, it expands out because we're doing increases on the ends. And then now we're going to start the shorts portion. And these are going to be high-waisted shorts, but it does need to fit over the widest part of your hips. So go ahead and take that measurement, and then whatever that number is, subtract it with whatever this measurement is, which is the longest part of our top, which is the bottom. Subtract those two, and then whatever that number is, go ahead and make a chain that's that length. And then once when we have our chain, we're going to connect it to the other side of the bottom of the top with a slip stitch. So we're just going to insert our hook into this corner like so and slip stitch. And then from here, we're going to start on the shorts portion, and that's not going to be anything fancy. It's just going to be a solid block of double crochet, but we are going to go the same way that we just came back, because if we keep going around in a circle, then this pattern is going to look different than the shorts, and I don't want none of that because I like consistency. But once when we're here, just as a refresher, we came this way. So we're going to chain up 3. This counts as a double crochet. Flip our work, and then since we just came this way, like I said, we're going to go back down this way. So we're going to prepare for a double crochet, and then we're going to go down our chain with double crochet, and we're just going to double crochet once into every loop that we have, going all the way back around. Once we get here, we're going to connect with a slip stitch, chain up 3, and then go back the same way we came with more double crochet, and then we're going to keep doing this until we get the length of the shorts that we want. So we are officially finished with the main portion of the shorts, and as you can see, this is the back, and then from this line all the way down to the bottom that we have, I have 10 inches. And then from here, we're going to need to make the connector that connects the front to the back, and I went ahead and already marked mine off. But how we're going to do that really quickly is figure out where the middle line is, and then once when we find that, we're going to measure out 1 inch from that middle loop going in both directions, and then we're going to put markers there. And then to do the other side, we're going to do the same thing, and then if you just want to double check, then go ahead and just count out the loops or measure them, making sure that they're the same on both sides, or if you just want to wing it, good luck. But once we get here, we're going to need to do the connecting portion. So we're just going to take one of these markers out, insert our hook, grab our yarn, make a slip knot, and insert that onto our hook. And then at this point, you're going to want to try it on, and then you're going to want to measure the front to the back. And then I went ahead and measured mine. Mine is 5.5 inches. So we're just going to make a chain that's 5.5 inches, and then we're going to connect it to the other side with a slip stitch. So this is our 5.5 inches, and we're just going to connect it to the other marker that we have on the other side with a slip stitch. So go ahead and yarn over, pull through both. And from here, we're going to start working on the main portion. So I'm going to slip stitch into the next 2 loops that's going towards the other spacer that we have. So we slip stitch into the next 2. We're going to turn our work just a smidgen. Then we're going to prepare for a double crochet, and then we're going to put 1 double crochet into every loop that we have going back down our chain. So once we double crocheted all the way down our chain, we're going to need to connect it to the other side of the shorts. And then so how we're going to do that is that we're just going to count up 2 on this base is what we're going to call it. So we're going to count 1, 2 loops, insert our hook into that second loop. Sorry, I had to think about it, with a slip stitch. And from here, we're going to slip stitch up the next 2 to work our way up to the next row, and then flip our work, prepare for a double crochet, insert our hook into the next loop with a double crochet, and double crochet once into every loop that we have going back down. And then on this side, connect with a slip stitch into the second loop, and then we're going to slip stitch up 2 and then double crochet back, and we're going to keep doing this until we get to the other markers that we have. Just as a quick tip, if yours ends like mine and you just have 1 loop left instead of the 2 that we were working in for the double crochet, we're just going to do the same thing but with a single crochet. So slip stitch into the next loop, flip our work, and put 1 single crochet into every loop that we have, and then slip stitch into this side. Then once we get here, go ahead and cut and tie. So this is what we have when we've done our connector, and then now we need to extend the shorts a little bit, so we're going to do some more rows of double crochet. But before we do that, we're going to need to take a look at where this tail was, because we're still going to keep going back the opposite way that we came. So this tail, we ended this way, so we're going to end up going that way. But we're going to do that not from this point, we're going to do it from over here in the middle of the connector. And we're just doing that so that it can look clean, but you guys don't have to do it here. But from there, we're just going to insert our hook into the middle of the connector. It doesn't matter where, this doesn't have a number pattern. Grab our yarn, make a slip knot, insert that onto our hook. We are going to chain up 3. And then we're going to put 1 double crochet right until we get to this corner. We're going to leave 1 loop left. So once we double crocheted all the way down and we left 1 loop, we're going to do a decrease of 3 right into this corner. So we're going to prepare for a double crochet once into this loop that we have that's in the connector, yarn over, pull through, and then there's going to be this part where you can very clearly see where the connector has gone into. We're going to put our hook in through that loop as well, and then once into the body portion of the shorts, so a decrease of 3, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 4, yarn over, pull through 2, and that is our decrease. And from here, we're going to put 1 double crochet all the way around. Once we get to this corner, we're going to do another decrease and then keep going, and then we're going to connect with a slip stitch. And this is what we have when we have our first row with the decreases in the corners, and we're going to keep doing rows of double crochet going back the way that we came, but we're not going to do decreases anymore. So we're just going to put 1 double crochet into every loop that we have, going all the way around, connect with a slip stitch, chain up 3, go back the way we came with more double crochets. And I'm going to keep doing this until I have 4 rows in total, or roughly, counting this decrease row, 2 inches. And then once we have that, cut and tie on this side, do the same thing on the other side. So this is what we have once we're done with this shorts portion, and we are nearly done. I'm going to add something that's optional, which is a colorful border, but if you don't want to do that, then you can go ahead and just make the neck straps and then the drawstring and call it a day. But if you're going to do this, we're going to grab our border color, make a slip knot, insert our hook into the middle of the bottom of the shorts. And from here, we're just going to do a border of single crochet all the way around and connect with a slip stitch, cut and tie. We're going to do that for both of the leg holes. And then we're also going to do that around the body portion as well. So insert your hook into any one of these loops, put 1 single crochet into each of these loops, and then once when you get to the side double crochets, put 2 single crochets in there. And once when you have that, connect with a slip stitch and cut and tie. So we just got done doing our border of single crochet around each leg hole, and then we also got done doing it around the border of the body, and then it also extended to the back. Let me actually show you guys, like that. And then from here, the next thing that we have to do is to do the neck straps. And we're just going to insert our hook into one of these corners. That's the wrong end. We're going to grab our yarn. You can use whatever color you want. You can use the body color, the border color, whatever you want. And then from here, we're just going to insert our yarn. I'm lost. But insert our yarn, and then we're going to make a chain, and my chain is going to be 18 inches. And then once we have our chain of 18 inches on one side, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So we just got done doing the neck straps, and the very last thing that we have to do, other than weaving in all of our ends, is do a drawstring to fit around the shorts. And from here, I'm just going to take my yarn, and I'm going to make a chain that fits around my waist, but also needs to fit around the widest part of our hips. So I'm just going to make it a little bit longer and make a total of 40 inches. And then once we have our chain, we're just going to weave it in to use as a drawstring. And we're going to use a tapestry needle, or you can use your hook, whatever tool that you like to use. So we're just going to insert it onto our tapestry needle. We're going to find where the middle is. We're just going to eyeball it somewhere here. And then we're going to need to figure out what row this is, this guy. Insert not our hook, our tapestry needle in and out of every 3. And then there we go. So we're just going to be weaving our drawstring in and out of every 3. You could do every 5, every other one. It does not matter as long as you're able to make it all the way through. But once we're done with this, the last thing that we have to do is just weave in all of our ends. Once we're done weaving in the ends, this is what our basic romper looks like. It's super simple yet super versatile. I see this as a romper / overalls. It would be cute with a fancy bralette or even a crop top underneath. This was a request that I got on Instagram, and that's at TCDDIY. I know it seems like the last few videos have been requests, because they have, but I really love doing requests from you guys, so keep them coming. And if you like this piece or any other piece on the channel, give it a thumbs up. It's right beneath the video. It lets YouTube and I know you're enjoying the videos, and it goes a long way to helping the channel grow and gain traction. If you don't like it, give this video a thumbs down and leave a comment letting me know why. Or if you just want to say hi, leave a request, or have any questions, go ahead and leave that down there too. If you love it, do me a super duper huge favor and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. It's right beneath the video. It'll let you know when new videos are uploaded to the channel, get a bit more priority for requests, and it goes a long way with helping the channel grow so I can keep making these great videos for you guys. But anyways, links to the yarn and hooks will be in the description. If you guys buy something, that also goes to helping out the channel, so thank you in advance if you do. And then lastly, Instagram, Twitter, and Pinterest links are down below. And I think that's it. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.